Good morning. All right, usually let's just log out of this right here. But as we're logging in, okay, um, actually let's just log out, please. All right, so this is not logging out. Log out. Okay, cool. So we've logged out. All right. So when you basically go into Jotform, you're obviously going to come to the website. You punch in the username, so it's basically Laurel's email and the password, which is BoomTeamRock17. Capital B, capital T, capital R. Once you've got that, we're going to log in. Simply click sign in. It's going to take us to this page right here. And so obviously we've had a few pages already made up, and there's going to be um, depending on our pricing packages, we could have a whole lot more. Okay, so we'll have a few listed down here. So these are pretty much registration forms and things that we've actually already created and we've already used. All right. Okay, so to create a form, obviously you use this down here. Use this option here. You also have templates and themes up here. But what you want to do is let's just go and create a form, eh? So creating a form, you've reached your limit, yeah, and that's what I was talking about before. So what we're going to do is we're going to, let's just go and edit a form, okay? So let's say we go and edit this form here, which is the youth feedback form for the Selfie Expo. So it takes us to this page right here. So right here, you'll basically have the template. If you did pick a template, you'd have a template that you'd want to work with. And I've actually created all of this stuff, but I sort of just used a template and sort of adjusted a few things here and there. So depending on what you're looking for, that's gonna pretty much do a lot of the work for you, and then you can just simply double click down here, change a few things. So obviously you can see down here, because all of these they had, the question up the top there, then they had boring and fantastic, and every single one of them. And I just basically went into one of them like so, changed the question. So let's just say, how cool is Jotform? And then I went down here and I said, not cool. And then I went, clicked over here and said, off the hook, exclamation mark. Then you simply just click out, and that's you done for that section there. So there's obviously like a lot of other options that you can do. All right, so let me just run you through them real quick. Look, if I'm moving too fast for you, please sort of you can watch this twice or three times just to get a fair idea of everything. Now on this side here, as you can see, if I clicked in here to open up a lot of other options that I may have. So we have payments down here, payment options, but we're not going to go through that because we actually don't need to. Unless we have tip equipment, then we could probably use this just for like a core half or a few um, organizations. We have other widgets here, and basically we won't be using a lot of these. We have checklists and stuff. YouTube, you can put your YouTube videos, drag them in, and things like that. And then you have the basics. So let's just stick to the basics for now. So in the basics, basically you're going to have a header, which is this thing here, okay? This thing here. And then you can put your full name, email, and it has a whole lot of other options, which is really, really cool because it just gives you a lot of options to work with, and you can really simplify things and really break things down for those that don't like complexity. For the labor era. Right, so there's all some basics down there. So let's just quickly drag this over. So all you got to do is basically grab them, drag them over. That's your name done. grab the email. That's your name, email done. If you want their address, that's the address done. The phone number, that's the phone number done. And obviously, if you want to adjust a few things with subtitles, you can just pretty much punch them in. Um, and yeah, so a lot of great things to do here. Now, if you want to add a button, you can add a button. Let's just delete those so I don't forget. So delete field, delete field, delete field, delete field. So obviously, like, the more you sort of work around this, then you're gonna, the more you work with it, you're gonna get used to it, and it just becomes a really, really cool thing to work with. What did I have here before, actually? How let's just go off that for now. Okay, so the other things that you can do, you can have auto email responders. Okay, so for people that, um, obviously fill out the form, when they hit the submit button, you can actually control what they do from there. So if you scroll down the bottom here, it shows, it takes them to a thank you page. It takes them to, and it takes them, let's just click on that. It takes you to a thank you page. Okay, so once they submit, this is what's going to show. And what I like to do with my own business is I like to have an email responder that's going to give them the next sort of tasks to do, or what to be prepared for. Or what I would do here, so obviously we've got a link here. I would say subscribe to my Facebook page type thing, to my Facebook page. And what I'd do is I would add an image of Facebook. So I'll just do this real quick to show you how cool this is. Okay, Facebook. Let's just look at Facebook, which I had down here. We've got images. Let's just save this in the desktop area. Let's go desktop, and we'll go Facebook logo. And I think in our server we actually have this in we have this saved in our logo image library. So what we want to do is subscribe to my Facebook page, and then obviously you can add an image. And what you can do here is we're just going to add this logo right here. Whoopsie. Cool. So we've got the logos down here, and what we're going to do next is we can actually highlight this. Let's just go to Facebook, all right? And let's just go to, let's say, for instance, our Massey Youth page. Now, it's really important that we find the URL. So the URL is basically where this page can be located. And let's just say Massey Youth. Now, we'll get them to subscribe to this page. Control C. Let's copy that URL. We'll go back to Jotform. And what we're going to do here is we're going to insert a link. Okay, so insert a link URL. Let's paste that URL there. And voila. So what you've basically done is you've let them fill out the form, you've let them submit the form, and then you've also given them an option to subscribe to our page. So the more people that we can actually get to subscribe to our page, the more people we can actually help, right? Isn't that cool? So that's one little thing that I've found out about this. You can either get them to like our page or get them to scroll through our website and things like that. So the next thing that is really, really interesting, let me just delete this. It's really, really interesting. I think it's fucking off the hook. Sorry, excuse me for the language. Oh wait, let's go back. Sorry guys, I don't want to confuse you. The other thing that I was talking about when I was talking about emails and autoresponders is this thing right here. So you can actually, once they hit submit, right, you get the submission form. Oh, sorry, Laurel gets the submission form because that's the email that is basically stored in the file. But you can also have an autoresponder saying, going to the email, if they did fill out the email slot there, we can also say thank you for your submission. Okay, thank you for your submission. And then you can basically, you can interact with them from this one autoresponder. Okay, so you can say thank you for your submission. You can give them like a koha. You can give them like I don't know. You can give them, you could basically give them something. And I think that's what's going to drive a lot of traffic to us, is the fact that we're offering them a lot of value. You know what I mean? So that's another option that I've been working with. So what I've done in my own business is I'll get them to submit, and then I'll send them an email of the autoresponder, and then what I'd say is congratulations on starting your new weight loss program. There's 2 things I actually need you to do right now while you're waiting for me to create your programs and things like that. So task 1, I'm going to need you to download blah 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 on your phone. The second thing I'm going to need you to do, task 2, is I'm going to need you to write down your goals, blah blah blah. The third thing I'm going to need you to do is subscribe to our group of fitness pros so you can receive all the fitness strategies, tactics, and tricks. Pretty cool, huh? And then so these things right here, guys, this is quite complex, so this is probably going to take me another sort of tutorial to run you through this. And same as this thing right here as well. So, for now, I think it's really important that we sort of just go back to the basics. Okay, so you're going to have this page right here. So obviously this logo, I've actually put this logo in. And it doesn't matter which page, like whatever template you come off, there's always going to be a logo up here. You can always replace this logo. So, if you want to replace this logo, you obviously just go remove logo over here on this side. You can place it in the center. You can place it on the right and things like that. Cool. There's a whole lot of options, actually elements that you can drag over to the side here. Really simple, guys. And the cool thing is if you're short for time, there's a lot of templates that are actually half made up for you. So it's fairly basic, and it's actually really effective, especially on the online scene, because I know a lot of people online now. A lot of people like convenience, and yeah, so that's pretty much us. I hope you guys have learned a lot from today's tutorial. And yeah, I'll be coming up with the second tutorial, just covering probably more of the complex stuff, but I actually don't think we need them. So let me just check with Laurel to see if we actually need that second tutorial. But I hope you enjoy it, and be awesome, guys.